Because this little guy could fit.
Okay, COVID doing work. 2-4 on my shirt.
Today's video is gonna be a little bit of fun. I've been seeing and admittedly watching these GQ videos left and right. It's all about these celebrities, these athletes, these musicians, these actors, actresses, talking about 10 things that they can't live without. And it's usually just a bunch of ridiculous nonsense. So I thought I would take it to BMX and make 10 things BMXers can't live without. Some of this is, obviously every BMXer can't live without. Some of it is what I personally as a rider can't live without. And stay tuned to the very end because I asked you guys some honorable mentions and things that you think BMXers can't live without. Things that you guys need on a daily basis. And some of them are just some are kind of funny. Anyway, moving into 10 things that BMXers can't live without. Also, my hat, this boss hat, pick up your merch. It's the best on YouTube, but this boss hat. See how it's kind of, okay. Anyway, it's kind of got like that distressed look. This is a normal hat that it's been roughed up. I wash this thing once a week to just, I like the roughed up look. So I might be coming out with like this same hat, but out of the box, it looks like this. Like it's manufactured that way. Let me know if you're interested in that. Anyway, number 1 on the list is a good riding bag. And yes, it does make a difference. You don't want something too big. You don't want something too small, something too flashy, something generic that everybody else has got. So whenever you're at the spot or at a jam and you set down your riding bag, you guys do the classic switch off. You're both going home with a bunch of random stuff. Honestly, if it's 2 riding bags, it's probably the same stuff. And you guys may live the rest of your life not knowing that you even switched a bag, to be honest. The bag I usually take with me is a camera bag. And it's just big, it's bulky, it's obvious that there's expensive shit in it. It's prone to getting stolen, but I have to take it obviously because I vlog everywhere I go. But on those lucky occasions when I don't have to lug a camera bag, I have a bag that I've been using for the past 3 years. Right now it's full of the list of things that riders can't live without. We don't want to expose that yet, so I'll just dump that out. And I hate to be that guy, but I've tested every riding bag and I don't like any of them. So I made one. This is a bag that you can pick up on my store. It's not big and it's not small. It's the perfect size. And here, this is where I like to keep my tools. I'll keep my 17, my Allen, my spoke wrench, stuff like that. I'll keep that in there. In the main compartment, I'll throw my water bottles. I'll throw just other random stuff, maybe spare shoes, because I don't really like to walk around in my riding shoes or ride in my walking around shoes. So we'll just dump stuff in the normal compartment. I got masks in here and whatnot. And then of course, you can use it as a regular bag, and I had to have a laptop holder because I'm a freaking YouTuber. Come on. Got my laptop holder in here. But my favorite part is on the back side. There's a little hidden compartment that you can unzip, and that's where I keep my AirPods, my wallet, my keys, and my phone. It all goes right in here. So expensive stuff stays on my back and it's kind of hidden, a little bit hard to see. Tools, random shit, and then a laptop if you want it. That is number 1 on the list. Now let's dig into what's in that bag. Number 2, music. Yeah, they might have the layer wax on them. Number 2 is music. I mean, I know a lot of people who religiously don't ride with music, but I know even more people who can't ride without it. And I'm one of those people. I cannot ride my bike unless I am listening to music. When I go to a skate park, 2 headphones in. When I'm riding street, 1 headphone in. And the only exception to that is if I'm filming just kind of more of a different fun type vlog or whatever, like a challenge or something, where I'm constantly talking to the camera. But most of my vlogs are tripods, sit it down or someone's filming, I put my music in, I zone in, I picture myself like in a BMX edit, if that makes sense. And these Apple headphones are my favorite. And the reason I have these and not the Pros, 1, the Pros are a fucking ripoff. And 2, I can't have noise canceling headphones because I still need to hear what's going on. If I'm at the skate park and I have 2 completely noise dampening headphones, I won't be able to hear other people. People talk to me, things go off, especially in the streets. That's just super dangerous. So these still let in just enough sound while still keeping me completely focused and blocking out just enough to where I can get shit done. Don't even get me started on the cords. I've rode cords for 4 or 5 years. These are the only option for me. They fit my ears, they let in just enough sound, and there's no cords, and they connect so easy to my computer, my phone. These AirPods are brilliant. Not to mention you can track them. You can't do that with any wireless earbud, which is a big complaint of mine. In fact, I like those so much, I'm just gonna go ahead and link those in the description down below. Invest in some AirPods. The cords, you'll realize what I'm talking about your first session. No cords is game changing. Moving on, We got your water bottle. I don't leave for a session unless I have my 40-ounce hydro fag. You guys have seen this in like every single vlog. I am obsessed with this thing. I've got a blue one, and I'm not gonna take it off because it's kind of a hassle, but it's got the Hawaiian Islands engraved into the side of it, an extra fucking $30, let me tell you. But I got this sleeve over it so you can see how dirty it gets. Waste of time. You gotta have a water bottle. I start to feel sick. I can't go as long. I can't go as hard if I don't stay hydrated. You only get one body, so you gotta treat that temple like it's fucking everything. And when you're out riding bikes, your body needs water. If you're sweating, you need water. And honestly, this was so overpriced. Thug, I've actually got it right here. He left it. Thug went to Walmart and bought basically the same thing. I mean, it's a little bit cheaper, but just barely, for $9. This thing was $9. There's no excuse not to go pick up a water bottle. Honestly, they're pretty much the same quality. Number 3 on the list is ironically a 17mm ratchet. Now, unless you've got a cheap bike or a fucking weird bike, you're gonna have a 17. I actually lost mine over a year ago when I was living in Kansas City, and I just haven't had to buy a new one. I just don't take my wheels off. And if I'm riding with someone and I've got multiple people in my car and they need to take off wheels, they all have tools. I just never use it. If something goes wrong, I take it to the bike shop anyway. For the most part, 17s are clutch. Always keep one in your bag. Luckily, I don't really ride by myself. I ride in packs, like, you know, my crew, and everybody on them has a 17s. I've just never had to buy one. But most hubs take 17 front and back. So, you know, if you pop your tire, boom, you're gonna need a 17. That's probably the most common problem with bikes is popping tires. Or popping tires, popping tubes. You get a nail in your tire, you gotta replace that. You break a spoke, you wanna take it out, you gotta replace spokes. All that stuff, you gotta take off your wheel. You know, your peg snaps, you wanna add a peg, take off a peg, replace a sleeve. That's pretty much a gimme. Everybody knows that you gotta have a 17. Along with that, number 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 5, you'll need one of these little sluts. Now they make keychains, I think Colt, or maybe it's Kink. Someone makes a keychain that has a spoke wrench on it. And let me tell you, when I go to the skate park and I hear people who have loose spokes, it makes me just kind of want to I hate that so much. My bike is full of loose spokes right now, and that's why it's here, honestly, because I need to fix that. But your bike will feel sluggish and gross if you don't have firm spokes, if they're making noises and they're popping. Now, here's the thing. When your bike is dialed and it makes nothing but just the beautiful sound of the bouncing tires when you land and the squeaks and all that, when you're confident in your bike, when you like what you're riding, you do ride better. I don't know what it is. You do ride better when your bike is fully just perfect. When everything is dialed, you ride better. Maybe that's a little bit of a life hack for you guys. If you don't know what I'm talking about, try it. Tighten your spokes, tighten your chain. If there's any rattling, figure it out and fix it. I guarantee you're gonna be so much more confident, be stoked on your bike, and you're gonna ride harder. I don't know what it is. It's something crazy that goes on in my noggin, and everybody's noggin. Everybody says this that's tried it. And one of the biggest key players in your bike feeling and sounding and riding undialed is untrue wheels or loose spokes. This one's not on the list because it's just obvious. Allens. You gotta have Allens. Your entire bike is an Allen key pretty much. Now moving on is an energy drink, and this is more of a natural energy drink. It's a V8. I don't drink Monster or Red Bull because I have these weird heart things, and doctor said watch your heart rate, and those things make me want to just fucking pop. So I can't drink those anymore. But energy drinks. Someone once told me this and I tried it, and maybe it's just me thinking that it works, therefore it works, but try eating an apple before you go ride. It's obviously not as unhealthy as a Red Bull or a Monster, and it gives me at least just as much energy. Eating an apple and drinking a V8 makes me feel great before I go ride, and if I drink an energy drink, I'm just kind of jittery, not to mention my heart. I feel like I'm gonna have a heart attack. Just full of sugar. It's just not for me, but every other BMX rider in the world just jugs those sluts. I have to drink these. I used to drink energy drinks. God, I love the taste of Red Bull, but just can't drink them. Anyway, but that is something the BMX riders can't live without. Red Bull, Monster, Rockstar, all that, bang! All that good stuff. For me, an apple, a V8, and a coffee is all I need. Does the same shit pretty much. Same effect, but energy drinks, you can't live without them. How you can go throw bangers if you're about to, do a snooze? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, fuck. 1, 2, 3. Number 7 is gonna be, a tube. Now, I always keep a tube in my car. I put it in the back of the passenger seat in that little flippity flap, where coupons, I don't know. But I keep a tube on me, and in fact, I've had a slow week for about 2 weeks in my front wheel, and I haven't replaced it because I'm lazy, but if I do need to, I have one in my car, or if we're at the spot and anybody pops a tire, boom, you got a tube. Everybody knows why. Tubes go left and right. And if you're riding, 10 deep, 2 tires per bike, that's 20 different opportunities for a tire to pop, it's gonna happen. So keep a tube, and that's where the 17 comes in. Take off the wheel, throw this in. Moving to number 8 on the list is a pump. You're gonna need a pump because tires pop all the time. You're gonna need it. Just throw one in the back of your car. Once again, all my homies keep pumps with them, so I just keep mine at the storage on my back deck. But you can't ride your bike without an air pump. You can't live without it. You can't argue with me about that in the car. You fucking need this hoe. And get a little compact one. Just a cheap little small one that you can throw in your trunk and the floorboard of your car. For me, I have like one of those SUVs, like hatchback things. So I fold down my back seats and it's like, you know, I just throw it back there on my bike. Get a little portable one. They do the same job and they take up less room. Just don't stick it where the moon don't shine. No. Don't stick it up your ass. This little guy could fit. Number 9 on the list is I don't have with me, I don't think. Oh, I do, it's in my car. I'm not gonna go get it though. I'm on the top floor. If you think I'm going all the way down, I'm not. But it's wax. You need wax. Doesn't matter if you're riding skate park, street, if you're just riding a half pipe, you want wax. You're gonna wanna be able to slide unless you're doing a stall trick. But I mean, think about it. If you go to a skate park and you're grinding a ledge, yeah, you're grinding, having a good time. Wax that hoe up so that way it just feels smoother. You go a little bit faster, everything is just smoother, and the trick comes easier. Why not? It's a no-brainer. Work smarter, not harder. I mean, dog, just throw on some wax. I've been using this E-Claw wax. It's like this big giant purple thing. It's brilliant. It's massive. It's like every time I use it, my rail gets dumb slick, but like none comes off. It lasts forever. But what I used to use is I used to go to Walmart, buy one of their unscented dollar candles about this big, and just lather that thing all over ledges. It just makes riding more fun, easier, smoother. You land tricks faster. You can land better tricks. You'd be surprised how easy you can learn a double peg or a feeble hard 180 whenever the ledge is basically a goddamn slip and slide. You just melt off the hoe. I swear to God. Can't live without wax. Doesn't matter if you ride park, street, whatever. Unless you ride no pegs. But then you got cranks. Everybody's got cranks. What if you want a crank arm? Anyway, last on the list is a solid pair of riding shoes. Now, I bought these to ride in, but I don't really like the grip on the bottom. So I'm still riding in my super ripped up Vans, and I'll probably just be my walking around shoes. But I really like the, any Vans, just the waffle bottoms, whatever you call that, the waffle soles, I don't know. The waffle grip on those shoes, that you just can't beat them. The thing with Vans, they feel better. I love their Ultra Cush sole, and their Pro models are just flawless. Well, actually they're not, and I'll tell you why. They grip great, they feel good, and they're very functional, but I blow through Vans. I just blow through them. 2 months, my whole fucking bottom half of the shoe's gone. Or the end of the shoe looks like a daggum alligator. You know, I'm always ripping up my, but my Nikes, they don't grip my pedals as well, and they don't feel quite as stable and just solid and comfortable around my foot. But those hoes last forever. They last so long, and that's why I bought those. Comfort versus bang for your buck. I would choose Vans every time just because, I mean, your feet go through a lot when you're riding your bike, and they gotta be comfortable. You don't want them to hurt, otherwise you can't keep riding. But at the same time, you can get some good Nikes. Don't get me wrong. You can get some great Nikes, and they'll last, in my opinion, much longer. I mean, it depends on what model of shoe you get, but for me, the 6-7 years I've been riding Nikes, I've had Nikes that I started riding BMX in, I swear to God. In fact, in my last video, no, 2 videos ago, in those black and white Janowskis, those were my first pair of riding shoes. 7 years ago, I still rode in them. And I'm on pair probably 100 of Vans. I'm not even kidding. But I keep buying them, and there's a reason for that. Anyway, guys, that's 10 things that have... Oh no, we gotta talk about the honorable mentions. All right, now moving on to things that you guys can't live without. Aaron Weatherhill said, food and water, dumbass. He also said, a fat seat. Real BMX video parts and socks. Pegs. Okay, enough of this guy. Carlito_Bugeja said, the damn bike. Once again, no shit. The Mason Gideon said, tools, spare tubes, dickies, and bar spins. I was thinking more of like materialistic things, not tricks. But I mean, at least for a street rider, that's probably pretty accurate. Oliver Payne said, music. Agreed. That's probably number 1. I'd ride in sandals if I could still listen to Travis Scott. Leonardo Bigman said Travis Scott playlist. DXMean77 said free water cups at restaurants. Jacob_Ziv said your vlogs for the pre-session hype. Thanks, bro. Appreciate it. Thug is Famous said waffle bottom shoes. Everybody's saying bike. No shit. Derek Chuisano said Greyson Roberts. Yeah, I guess you need me. CJ said speakers, tools, and friends. Skate parks. Some good after ride pain meds. What else we got? We've got 8-inch dragon dildos, shinners, waxed ledges, your YouTube videos, The Boss merch, go pick it up. Eating shit. Daleks and or BMX said, good grips. I swear to fuck, if you ride ODI grips, you like fucking men. Some armor please said pot. Basically, it's a, oh, okay. Drew.eb said a nice pair of testicles, and he also said a bike. Okay, basically, that's what you guys had to say about the essential items for riding BMX. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Hopefully this video was somewhat entertaining. I thought it would be kind of a fun GQ knockoff. Honestly, I didn't look up if this video has been done before. I probably should have, but if it was, I would have done it anyway, so who gives a shit? Anyway, be sure to check out the merch, and I will see you guys in the next upload. Peace out.